Detroit, we have inspired the world through our fashion, films, TV shows, and especially music. Whether you call us Motown or the Motor City, we are the culture. Detroit welcomes you to the Culture Conversations Podcast. Welcome to the Culture Conversations Podcast. I'm your host, Anthony Thompson II. Today, I got a brethren in the building, and I'm saying that because I've known this guy for over 20 years. This is my dude. He is a Michigan, I don't even want to say Detroit. He is a Michigan legend in this boy, and he done opened so many doors for so many people and done things that you wouldn't even imagine in the short time period God has had him on this earth. It's my guy, Roland Spit.
Appreciate that, man. Thank you, bro.
No doubt. So, like, I'm going to have to do this to you. I know you got so much stuff going on right now. We're going to get to that. But I got to take this back to a legendary moment that was like, wow. We're going to talk about them at the same time. When you opened up the store Burn Rubber, and you were one of the first to have a reality show in this area that was popping. Yeah. And you had it with the biggest artists of all time. In the state, the city, whatever. Yeah. Talk about that real quick, man. Like, tell the people what it was and how did this happen?
So we had a reality show, produced and executive produced by Paul Rosenberg and Eminem. I've had this conversation. I believe it was, if not like one of the first original content for YouTube. Like it was it? I believe so.
So that's a whole nother legendary level.
Like I've had that conversation. Like I don't personally remember anything before it, and I've had the conversation with people, and nobody's ever said like, no, it was a show called such and such. But it was. I'm not saying it was the first reality show, but it was the first. It was one of, if not the first, one of the first programs specifically produced as a show for YouTube.
That is crazy.
Yeah, and it was called Detroit Rubber. And we had it for 2 seasons, and it was kind of like day in the life of young black sneaker shop owners and kind of the craziness that goes on around it.
And it was super dope.
It was wild, man.
It was wild. And it's crazy now because if I could, where you are in your career today, if you used to do that, know what you know now and do it then, I can't even imagine what you would have did with it, bro.
Oh, yeah, like you saying if I was to do that right now? Or back, you saying knowing what I know now.
And went back then,
oh, yeah.
You was like...
I was a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, we was babies, bro. We had no idea. We didn't know anything about content creating.
Yeah.
We didn't know, we were, still to this day, I'm trying to figure out stuff in business and in retail. Let alone we were younger, our employees were younger, like... Lil Devin, we called him Lil Baby Devin on the show. He was on the show, we went to his high school graduation. Yeah. They followed him to that. Now he in LA, shooting for Kanye and Big Sean and all these people, man.
Man, those was such legendary times. I remember times during this period just in college and coming out, and then we touring with some of the same people with Young RJ and them and T3 and all them, just like crazy times and stuff y'all did. Yeah. But when y'all opened Burn Rubber, man, that really just did something for the culture. Like you really set the tone.
Love, appreciate that.
Sneaker culture went crazy.
Yeah, it was dope, man. Like that, I was making a name for myself and kind of, just in the underground hip hop world as an MC, as a DJ. And, you get people that support you, because they like your music or whatever. But that, from an independent local standpoint, building, it's only going to go so far. And Burn Rubber, it was so many people that I didn't know that was appreciating what we were doing. And just, not only just from buying dope sneakers and clothes, but just, I met so many people just because they walked in and said, "What, man, I couldn't believe it was some black people that owned the store in Royal Oak."
Real talk.
For real.
Real talk. Because even a lot of the stores that were owned in the city, they weren't owned by us. We worked them.
Yeah. And you might think that person owns it, but nah, it was a Jewish man.
Because we were behind the scenes. We knew who the owners really were.
Yeah, facts.
Is that what helped? What inspired y'all to even go after it, though?
So before Burn Rubber opened, I had a I did a business plan and I wanted to open my own sneaker boutique. I worked at Puffer Reds when I was at Eastern. So it gave me it made me, because here around here we would go to the mall, we would go to Northland, and we would go to Foot Lockers of the world, and so like the term sneaker boutique wasn't really a thing to us. And then when I started working at Puffer Reds, I'm like, wow, this is black owned for however many years. I can't remember, 20-something years at the time.
Puffer
I believe
Reds was very popular.
Yeah,
people from all over.
All over, yeah. And but it made me see that, kind of like what people say they see in me. Like this is a black man, and white, black family. They have their kids are like running around the store working. They're employing a bunch of I don't want to say generations, but like people that have come through Eastern Michigan or come through Michigan, and now their kids is in school. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it made me see that it's possible. And you didn't have to be a Foot Locker. You didn't have to be an athlete's foot or nothing like that. And yeah, man. So when that and then Burn Rubber opened and kind of killed my dream, because I wanted to be the first in this area. But I didn't hang my head. I would go to the store and I would shop, and I met the owners, and then a couple years into it, they decided they were going to sell because they had to move out to the West Coast, and then me and Rick, me and my old partner, we got together. Neither one of us had any, other than me working at Puffer Reds and him working I think he worked at Finish Line or Foot Action, but just he was just a retail guy. And we just was like, put our money together and bought it and figured it out.
Because we ain't know nothing about it until y'all got it.
Yeah, most people didn't.
Yeah, we ain't know nothing about it until y'all got it.
Only like the real, like the sneakerhead, the guys that was going out and searching and finding. And that's not the average person, so.
But what's funny is, like, us that was in the music industry, they was all like, before that you was popular DJ, you was rapping more.
Yeah.
They was like, that spit, that rap. He got a store. We was like, what?
But the thing is, though, a lot of people don't know this. I started DJing first.
Didn't know that.
Yep.
I knew you was from rapping.
Yeah, so I DJed from I graduated high school in 97. I started DJing around 98, 99. And when I got to Eastern, I was DJing from probably 99 to 02. And then when I started rapping, I stopped. And then I kind of made the roast spit name off of rap. And then, I would always DJ my homie's party back at the crib or such and such. But COVID got me back into DJing. You know what I mean?
I loved you as a DJ.
But you booked me before. That was before COVID. But so I would do stuff with my homies.
Yeah.
But getting now I DJ every weekend.
See, I knew you DJ.
Yeah.
But I looked at you as a rapper.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just like other people we type with, they producers, but they DJ when they got it or whatever. Yeah. But I was like, dang, Coit that DJ.
Thank you,
I remember I was like, hey, Coit that DJ too. He do everything.
And the wild thing is, man, I just had this conversation with I can't remember who it was, but recently, and I was like, I always looked at myself as a DJ that rapped. So I never had any doing a song with Royce the 5'9" for somebody could be scary. But I'm like, he's supposed to kill me, right? Because I'm a DJ.
Yeah.
Doing a song with Marv One or Young RJ or so, people like that, Slum Village. I never got in this thing of oh man, I'm gonna go over here in the corner, I'll rap. I'm gonna do me to the best of my ability, and because I'm not supposed to be whatever. And then people like, oh damn, you was hanging with him, or I thought your verse was better than such and such. But I was like, that's cool too. But I never had any expectation on it, because at the end of the day, I was a DJ.
To me, you always was a vibe guy. Everything you do, you always bring a vibe.
Yeah, to this day.
Yeah.
Thank you.
So I never judge. It's funny that you mentioned that, because I judge other people. At all the years I never judged you. I was dope, dog.
Thank you.
Because he always brought a vibe. I never was like, is his better than his or his? Ro a cool dude. He bring a vibe, whether it be clothes, whether it be DJing, spitting. You know what I'm saying? Now, acting. So let's talk about some of these movies you've done, bro. Because you act like, the way you're acting, it's like you've been doing it for a long time. So, I need to know this for myself. How the heck did this happen? You just one day hit up, because we know the same. You just hit them up hey man, I'm gonna try this. How did it happen?
So to be honest, man, it had been in my brain for a long time, and I did, you know, like Kamal. Do you remember Kamal had like a show like on like the CN or something like that back in the day? It was like
Kamal had so much stuff.
I forgot it was, but it was like on like you could turn to it on Sunday at 6 o'clock.
Him and his brother.
Dez. I think him and Dez.
Yeah,
yes.
him and Dez.
Yeah. And you know, I think I was on that. I had like one line that was cool. But it was always something that in my mind I was like, man, I couldn't do that. And then I started seeing like McGraw Ave and Plug Love and all, and them all, you know,
Thomas,
Thomas, Murder, like 40, them all my people, right?
Yeah.
And then I would see them and I would be like, man, put me in the movie.
Yeah.
And they like, yeah, just holler at me, bro. Just holler at me.
I say the same thing to them.
But I'm gonna tell you, this is what it is. Imagine if somebody, just a regular, not a regular person, but if some people you know that don't really do this, was like, hey man, put me on with Live Nation. Hey man, put me on. Holler. You know they not gonna holler at you, right? Yeah. And then times that by 50.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
So it's like, all right, well, yeah. And then nobody ever holler at them. So then the thing is, they would Kamal. I went to Kamal's acting class first, and I went to Mullah's acting class. And the thing is, it's like, all right, well, now you're putting your money where your mouth is. You're telling me that you want to learn something from me. You want to see how my operation works. And also, I need a tall, slender guy to play this role. And you actually, another thing, most people.
And you bring an audience.
You bring an audience.
You bring an audience.
Yeah. And most people.
I bring an audience.
1,000%. And like most people aren't comfortable in front of a camera.
Yeah.
And the fact that you are, you're going to be steps ahead of the people that start. You know what I'm saying? And then they kind of see that. And then I've been trying to take more acting classes, but I keep getting scripts.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Which is a good thing.
Yeah.
But I also study, and I study good, I study bad. I'm on YouTube. I'm, you know, following people trying to learn and be the best I can be. And that's really it, man. I'm a firm believer of like when my mom told me I could do anything I wanted, I believed her.
I mean, I'm saying I love my mama. And you know what I did? Because I said I want to start doing some independent work too. I stopped asking them, and I just wrote one. And we're filming it in
that's the money.
A couple months.
Yeah, and you gonna see that money.
Hey, you know what I'm saying? Like I'm just gonna go ahead and just put myself in one.
Yeah,
like,
for real.
Let's go.
And build, man. And I love to see growth.
Yeah,
it's cool to see somebody, you know, start out at this level, but like I love to see like, yeah, man, this was my first movie. I didn't have a huge budget. I couldn't pay the best actors, and I produced this, and it's really good. And the next one is going to be better, and then the next one is going to be, and I appreciate that, you know.
For sure, man. That's crazy, man. So talk about some of the movies you've been in recently. Like break down the character, tell the name of the film, and then break down the character. Cause I've been watching you a lot.
Thank you.
I
bro.
Message you too. Like,
yeah,
I watch you a lot. You better than most.
Thank you, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. That means a lot because I put a lot into it. You know what I'm saying? The most recent that dropped is called "Who Killed Terrence Brown."
Excellent.
And that's Lil Blade plays my son in that. My homie.
Y'all spit me a lot on that one. I did not see that ending coming. But go ahead. Cause Blade my dude. Lil Blade my dude. So I was really into this one.
And it's funny because you know he's the character he played. He's just a nice kid.
Nice
man. Guy, but yeah, so I play a guy that was a recovering alcoholic, and I've gotten my life back together, right? But my son does not really mess with me because he feels that I am the reason his mother is no longer living. He went to jail, and he's getting out. I got me a new girl. I got a house. I got businesses, and I'm trying to repatch my relationship with my son. And then the stuff that I ain't gonna tell the movie, but the stuff that happens in it is just
crazy.
And I play this kind of like, you know, I'm working, man, so I can't tend to my family like I need to, and I'm working hard because I got this thing in my past that I'm trying to, you know, overcome. And the twist at the end is absolutely insane.
Bananas.
This is crazy. Like when I read it, I was like, yo, this is wild.
Yeah. I mean, that movie was so many layers because like you said, you you got like, it reminds me even of like your businesses now. Like you start off with one, and then he got multiple. He's trying to balance and run these businesses.
And then this one is slow, and it's making this one slower.
Yeah. So that, and then the balancing of the relationship. So that junk was crazy to me. Like, it's so many layers to the story. And then the father-son dynamic. Yeah. You know, him upset about, he really got issues with you because of his mother's passing, and he blamed you. Then you dealing with substance abuse. It's so many layers to this freaking.
Yeah, and that goes. That's my man Kills, Derek Scott. He's one of the dopest writers in the city when it comes to movies, and he's been like, he's Plug Love and McGraw Ave, and you know, a lot of the early Moolah movies. He was the one that was penning it. So that was dope. And then
they better put you in Plug Love too. I saw they gonna drop that.
Yeah, but knowing them, they probably already shot it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's probably done. They just, you know.
Yeah.
But I did H Block. That was dope. That was a dope experience. Loyalty Over Trust was dope. Just, you know, a guy that was like the leader of the street crew. That, you know, I was the lovable guy because I had a wife and kids, and they didn't know, you know, my wife knew about my street past or whatever and what I got going on, but my kids didn't really know. So my character was this lovable guy, but you close that door, go behind that door, he killing everybody there. You know what I'm saying?
And that's real. That's real.
It happens. It happens.
That happens out here.
Yeah. I be seeing people, I'm like, wait, he's the biggest drug dealer in the city. Like,
that's what I be like.
Crazy. They so nice.
Yeah.
But that was dope, man. That was one of my first leading roles with Dennis, under like a Dennis Reed production. My man Yada wrote that, and that was just like a super dope role. Ebony Tates
I love Ebony.
Was like my lady in there. Too. She from Pontiac.
Is she?
Ebony from Pontiac.
I didn't know Ebony was from Pontiac.
Yeah, Ebony from New York. She's younger than me, but she's definitely she yak to the core. Yeah. So it was dope to be able to work with her. She was like my lady in the movie. And another thing about not just her, but a lot of actors in the city, it's this community of like. Especially at the time, I was new to it. So there's a lot of things that I wasn't confident in. There's a lot of things I was kind of like, I just want to make sure my lines are right. I want to make sure my facial expressions are right. And she was dope and like calming me down and like, yo, it's cool. Like, just, no, this is how we gonna do it. You know what I'm saying? And super like supportive of and helping me be the best that I could be, and while she's trying to be the best that she can be. So that's my dog for life.
So how do you shout out to Ebony Tate? That's the homie, dog. Mad love to her. Yeah. I remember when I first met her. She's just classy, just real cool, down to earth person. Yeah. But let's talk about that a little more. I know me and you will end up going back to music quite often. Yeah. But let's talk a little bit more about this film community. Tell me what it is that you feel and what you're seeing that's developing here at home throughout the state, and talk about where you would like to see it go, and what role are you going to play to help the industry grow here?
I think it's at an amazing space. It's made it to a crazy point, but it's still like a baby.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? It's still a baby, and it's Detroit is one of the top like areas for independent black film, if not number one. I don't know. Yeah. But
I think we number one when it comes to independent film.
Yeah, like
and I haven't looked at statistics. I'm just feeling.
I mean, it's feel like anywhere you go in the country, they talking about you can go to Houston and they talking about Detroit movies. You know, you go to New York, like anywhere I go, they're talking about Detroit film.
And I don't know how New York feel about it because they used to be the independot capital.
Right, for sure.
DVD.
Yeah, they don't like that. New York. New York. Anytime New York get passed up, but yeah. So I think it's awesome. I think I love how it's different pockets. Like you got Moolah, right, doing their thing in Southwest. You got Dennis doing his thing out here. You got Kamal doing his thing, and Kamal, and but everybody at some point comes together.
Yep,
even if it's not like for a film, just the acting class. They all show up for each other, and that last day of acting class, you see Kamal, you see Diesel, you see Joe Smith, you see Dennis Reed, you see Shoe Lady, and they all there in support.
Shout out to Joe Smith. That's the big homie.
Yeah.
I had him on here. People didn't know that. I was like, y'all know that he's a music legend, right?
Yeah, for sure.
Like,
yeah,
everybody from music. I was like, Joe was
Yeah.
like, I known Joe since I was 14 or something.
That's
I was
wild.
like, he was the big homie in the studio. Like, he was the man.
Yeah.
And shout out to Diesel too, man. Diesel always been a cool dude.
The coolest, bro.
And he one of the ones too we were just talking about.
Like,
He's such a nice guy.
He's such a nice guy. Yeah. And the dope thing, man, like I said, everybody supports everybody. Like I can name all those people we just talked about at some point. Me not even knowing, like I'm a fan of them, right? Just as humans, not. And then I'm a fan of them in film. Yeah. And like I saw Diesel, I hadn't seen him in a while, and he had a Trick had a show out in Pontiac. Mm-hmm. I think it was Ice Cube, and then we opened up and.
Oh, my people said y'all did because they wanted me to come out there. Yeah. It was outside.
Outside.
Yep.
Yep.
They hit me. We gotta talk because we got a mutual person.
Okay.
Remy.
Yeah.
Yeah,
okay.
that's my people.
Okay.
Yeah. And she's all like, y'all know each other? I said, oh, that's fam.
Yeah. And but I was walking up and I saw Diesel and he stopped me. He's like, listen, you dope as fuck. Like keep. I'm like, you saw my movies? Like, no, I'm telling you that. Yeah. He's like, no, forget all that, bro. Keep doing what you're doing. Keep building, keep growing. Yeah. And we ain't worked together yet, but we gonna work together. I love what you're doing. And I was like, I can go home. I can go home now. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So,
man, this is dope, man. I hope y'all know how blessed I feel because I got my guy here. I've been a fan of his for so long. Same. I felt like I'm blessed to play a part or be around every evolution you have.
For real.
And
for real.
It's like you are such a nice guy, and you're just a guy that's just always like cool, like the vibe. Just super cool and show love. Yeah. And I'm like, I don't even think Ro, you might have, but we ain't gonna talk about it. But I don't even think Ro ever had beef before, dog. Because everybody loves Ro.
Not for real, man.
Everybody love Ro, man.
Like somebody just told me something. Somebody had a slight issue. I wouldn't call it beef, but a slight issue with me. And by the time it got back to me, they told the person like, yo, it's a misunderstanding. Yeah. Like whatever it is, Ro ain't did what you think he did. Yeah. You might feel that, but his mind was in a complete different place. Yep. You know what I mean? So I don't really move. And if anything in that space, man, I remove myself from it. You know what I'm saying? I don't got, not even just being 46 years old and being, I got too much other stuff going on, man. I could be arguing with you and doing this, or I could be talking to my daughter.
You too fly for that, dog.
Yeah,
you just too fly. Yeah. I mean,
like you win. If you won whatever battle you had with me, you win.
Talk about the store now, because people know about Bar and Rubber, but talk about 218 now, because like when I saw. When you were opening, because I didn't know about it until you posted it. Yeah. And then I said, what? Yeah. And then I came down when you was opening, and then I was like, I got to come buy stuff for my brother. Yeah. And I was like, when did he develop all this? So, like, where did that come from? Like, we never talked about that. So, where did that come from?
Yeah, so Burn Rubber, I had Burn Rubber, and then I ended up buying Rick out, I think it was like 2015-ish or something like that. Mm-hmm. And the store was not at the greatest positioning, like it wasn't the some of the allure or the had kind of rusted. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? And one of my reps was like, yo, like you not what you used to be. Mm-hmm. As far as the store. Mm-hmm. So I had to do some things to kind of get it back going and clean up some, repaint, remarket, do all these things. And I was at a place where I was trying to actually do a pop-up shop in downtown, like a Nike, Air Max Day pop-up shop, which is like a month. I was trying to get Air Maxes and just do a little small build out. And then I reached out to Nike, and they were like, I don't know about the pop-ups right now. It was kind of COVID. We was like in the middle of COVID, 2021-ish, 22. And they were like, then they called back and was like, hey, forget the pop-up shop. How about you open up another store? And I was like,
they're telling you that.
Like for good? Like you want me to? Yeah. But and maybe that was 15 years or 14 years at that time. I'm like, in 14, 15 years, they had never asked anything like that. So like, you don't tell Nike no.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
If they called me and told me to open the store today, I'm going to figure it out.
Yeah.
So I was just like, all right. Right? So let me ask y'all, where would you like to see a store? Right? Because there's other stores opening up that I hear, and you got to be a certain distance away.
Yeah.
And they said Midtown, Corktown, well, Midtown North End, Corktown, or Eastern Market. And I was like, Eastern Market. And I drove down and looked at one building, took the number down, and then looked at, because Doug used to be there, Detroit Wick.
Yep.
And I saw these boxes in the window, like all throughout the window of the stores, and I was like, I called him like, yo, Doug, what's the chances that you thinking about moving? He was like, yo, I'm month to month, I'm leaving in like 2 months.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I was like, well, tell them don't put it up for saying that it's for lease. And then he put me in direct contact, and within a month I had the lease. You know what I'm saying? It was paying the lease and was like, all right, it's go time.
They love that.
Yeah.
Because they say, we ain't got to worry about.
They already know it's gonna be good, right? Man. So and then that was May-ish of 2021, and we end up opening. Ironically, we end up opening 2/18, like February 18th at 2:18 p.m. on 2022.
Is that where the name came from?
Yeah, no. So the name is, the 2 and the 18 is representation of Burn Rubber. Okay. So at the end of the day, Burn Rubber is my foundation. Yeah. Right. So when it comes to retail spaces that I do, at some level, if you break it down, it's always gonna come back to BR. Wow. So the B is the second letter of the alphabet, and the R is the 18th letter.
That is dope.
You know what I'm saying? And then the logo is a black raven. Yeah. BR. Yeah. Right? It's 2 bars behind it, a blue and a red. BR.
You need to do a whole little
it's coming, like as the brand develops, like we about to start doing a lot of stuff with the color purple, because blue and red makes purple. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it's a lot of stuff that you're just gonna kind of see, but at some point, at some level, it's you're gonna start seeing other numbers like Roman numerals. You know what I'm saying? It's gonna be either somehow 218 or whatever. But it's a lot. It's a lot. Yeah.
Man, I'm developing something now that I'm gonna drop again. Probably the end of the year. I'm definitely have you take a peek at it.
For sure. I would love to, bro.
Yeah.
I just love to see businesses start and grow, man. Yeah. I love it. It's one of my one of my things. I just appreciate it. A lot of people, when you're doing stuff, you have to be protective over your ideas and your intellectual property, especially because it's so many people that just steal ideas. But I love being at that point of it. You know what I'm saying? Where it's like, yeah, man, I think that's dope. And I'm not saying that I'm the end all be all, but
you know some stuff.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And I'm like, Ty Hopkins is another person.
Yeah, that's
if you have an opportunity and you're in anything in clothing or in retail, and you have an opportunity to show Ty Hopkins, you are a fool if you don't. He's not gonna steal it. He got too much stuff going on, too much amazing
aspect he comes with too.
From marketing to retail to promotion to design to production to what else you want to say? You know what I'm saying? Like now in TV and film. You know what I'm saying? Like he's seen everything and everybody at every level.
Can I tell you something? That's you too.
I appreciate that. I appreciate that.
And that's like I tell people, I was like, okay, like even with the Upper Raw, I'm like, we did suits, we did cut and sew. I mean, when I talk to people, it be tripping them out. I'm like, yes, I understand color palettes. I did tech packs. Yep. I understand. I had manufacturing, so I understand how to scale and how to do those things. So I'm like I was telling my people, I was like, man, from what I created the first time, I was like, I got to come back with something crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
I got to come with something crazy.
Yeah, and you will. Yeah, definitely.
So, but yeah, man, we talked about the film, TV stuff. And so people will know that you didn't just do this out of just nowhere. Like, you're an originator from doing reality from way back when, and it was fly.
Thank you. Yeah.
And so like when it comes to DJing, that's one of the things that I love when you do as DJ, because you bring a vibe. What's going on now? Because I seen something you did. I was invited to it. You know how like you get mad you didn't get out to something, because I could have made it, but I'm old and I fell asleep. I was at the crib coming. I ate. My wife cooked this great dinner. Yeah. I ate. I took a shower.
And that was
I laid down and I was gone.
Yeah.
And then the next day, I saw y'all vibing out, going crazy, and I was pissed.
Which one was that? Me and
y'all was at Shadow.
Shadow, me and BJ.
Yes.
Yes,
y'all
man.
killed it.
Bro.
And I was pissed. Not pissed that y'all killed it. I was pissed
that you wasn't there. It was like FOMO, like fear of missing out.
Everybody, we cool with it.
Yes, everybody was there.
Talk about that night, bro, because I missed all of it.
So it was like, it was so many layers to that, right? So what it was, Remy Martin, which BJ and all, and Dr. Darius and everybody, they started these nights, like battling DJ host nights, right? Where they had these young up and coming DJ hosts kind of battle it out against each other. You could vote to see who got the best, and they got some prize. So they had me and Dance doing like the premiere hosting. Like we weren't in the battle, we just was setting the tone for the night.
And for people that don't know, that's our brother Ron Dance.
Yeah, Ron Dance. So when around the time of the election, it was so many like Republican, Democrat, right? It was just so much tension in the air.
They want to break this up.
That they were doing another one, but they said we want to change it to just a vibe session, right?
And who they call for the vibes?
You feel me?
Always.
And what we did, man. So BJ had stopped DJing, right? And you got Pizza K, you got so many other things going on, but he had stopped DJing, kind of for the same reason I stopped DJing originally. And it's like DJs get caught up in this world of like having to please the crowd and the people, right? But you get caught up in playing like 30 to 40 songs, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, and you get burnt out. And it's like, 99% of DJs have a musical knowledge that is far exceeds the popular music that's out right now, that's making people twerk, right? Yeah. And some people, like at one point I got burnt out. I'm like, I'm done. But when COVID hit and I was DJing on Facebook and on Instagram and stuff, ain't nobody can tell me to play nothing. So I'm just playing what I want to play. And that's how when I got back out here, that's what I'm doing. So I'm not playing it to me a hustle. I'm not playing certain songs. I'm just not doing it. And now you're coming to see me. Yeah. It's not me, a no-name DJ just making a crowd. No, you coming to see me, so you're gonna get these vibes. And in that, BJ is like, bro, you giving me that feeling back, dog. Like you making me want, like, if I could DJ like that, I'll get back. So we start doing this. Like I had been doing it for years with other DJs or whatever, but
cause you should do it at the spot downtown at
Willis
Yeah,
Showbar.
I've came and watched you.
And we would go.
There's times I came and watched you, and you know.
Then they had no clue.
I didn't come that to you.
It used to be crazy there. Yeah. But we would go song for song, like this DJ wouldn't know what I'm playing, and we just go and match each other. And me and BJ have found like this connection of like just bouncing off each other, and that was what happened that night. And then it was 313 day, and my birthday is 313, and it was just special, man. And so everybody had went to Ty Mopkins' event, which was over at like 11, and left there and came over there. So I'm talking about KDZ, Tone Payroll. Ty, like it was. Everybody was in there, man.
I had to apologize to Ty too for not making it over there. I was like, bro, he's like, you younger than me. I was like, bro, I fell asleep. Nah.
Yeah, no. To be honest, man, I'm that age too, bro. So earlier that day, I took a nap. I got a nap in. I think I woke up at like 7, shot over there, and then got to my spot,
bro.
Yeah,
that married life would get you, dog.
Oh man, it gets you. It gets you. And you take your naps and you chill and sit back, watch some TV, and get up and do it tomorrow.
Get it tomorrow, yeah. Man, that was dope, man. That was such a legendary night that some of us got to watch from social media the next morning pissed off. But, it was legendary. And I was like, dawg, I guess I just wasn't supposed to be there.
Yeah.
That's just what it is.
It's going to come back around, though. It's going to come back around. And it's like you start seeing that how much people appreciate and want something different. You know what I mean? Like people get caught up like, no, we got to do this. And we like, why? Why we got to do that? It may be 3,000 people that want that, but it's a solid 1,000 that want to see it like this.
I think you should do that, what y'all did, but do it with your shot of sneaker experience.
Yeah, I just shot the first one. This past Sunday.
Okay.
It's called Retail Therapy.
Got you.
Yeah.
Okay, I just was on that vibe. I was just like, I'm feeling it. I was like, you need to do that and then make some money too.
So and what it is, so we just shot it literally Sunday. My sister, I taught my sister how to DJ years ago, so she's like one of my favorite DJs, DJ Coit Denise. And she did the first one.
Okay.
She did the first one. We had like a sipping shop, some local brands of like, we call it handcrafted sipping shop. So the focus of this one was people. We had these they were crochet clothes, right?
Okay.
Like it hand stitched, not going to get it printed, which is cool. Not taking nothing away from it, but everything was like handcrafted.
Yep.
And then we had some like I'm on this. I haven't had a drink since October 1st of last year, so I'm on this this sober journey right now.
Yeah.
And we had some mocktails. So we've been doing these mocktail bars or whatever.
Dope. I can have one of those.
Yeah. Yep. It's dope, man. It's dope, and it's still a vibe, right?
Yeah,
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So we had all that going and filmed it, and we just got to get it edited and get it up on YouTube. And I'm gonna have like a new DJ every month to do that. But it's called Retail. So you still see people shopping. You still see people doing this and doing all that. But yeah.
Dope. I like it, dog.
Yeah,
I like it. So tell everybody, man, before we get out of here, what do you have coming up next? And, what's some of the big projects that you may not be able to give us all the details, but give us a little bit of what you got coming up?
To be honest, man, I have, like right now, my main focus is, I kind of have these times, right? So it's like, I try to get something, create something, make it self-sustainable, and then start something else.
Yep.
And get that to go, right? And right now it's acting. Like, the stores are going to do what they're going to do. Me as a DJ, it's kind of like you book me, I'll be there and I'll knock it out. And what my main focus is on acting and just in the behind the camera, not camera, but behind the scenes of the independent film. So I just got I had an idea for a movie, and I just had my man Ron O. He wrote it for me. The first movie I really had lines in. It was called Quick Money. It was about the tax. He wrote that movie. That was his movie, and to me, between him and Kills and of course Dennis, they're like some of the dopest in the city as far as writing. So I had him write my movie. He just finished it like January, February. So that's probably gonna be sometime. I'm hoping later this year, but I got so many scripts. Yeah. That so I got shooting something in June, shooting something in July, shooting something in August. So I'm hoping in the fall, but it might end up getting pushed to early next year. And that's me directing or co-directing and producing and and then having story or whatever. So
and I'm gonna say this too while you saying that, because I say this to my team all the time. When you got people that got motion, like people like us that's known and all that, get on the team, learn all you can, and move with them and push. Yes. Because I started off with Big RJ, taught me, Young RJ. Brought us in the industry. He a legend. Go. He the one that taught us. And then at 12, like we had Dilla teach me and RJ how to produce and how to do the boards. Like crazy. We were the one that we was kids, and we were just in the studio all the time. Me and Young RJ know each other from Little League football. Crazy. So we played football together. He's like, and I know you into this music stuff. He's like, my dad got a studio. I was like, say word. You lying.
Not knowing he's
his dad had a dope biz. I was like, man, your daddy sell dope. Quit lying. We thought everybody, if he wasn't a corporate dude, like he sold dope. For sure. And so I went one day, they invited me, and I actually went, and I never left.
That's it.
I went, I never left. But
smart man.
Man, make sure y'all tap in with these folks and get on their teams. People that got equipment, he has stores, and we got studios. Like, get in and work, especially these young cats. Get in and put the work in. That's how we started.
Facts.
That's how we started. Give us your social media, even though everybody already know it, but just go ahead and do it anyway.
My Instagram is ro_spit. The stores is on Instagram is Burn Rubber Detroit, and then Shop 218, and then other than that, it's like I don't know if I got a Snapchat. Somebody might be running my Snapchat, but everything is Ro Spit. So if you Google Ro Spit, or if you Google Shop 218, and that's TWO18, or you Burn Rubber Detroit, it'll pop up and you'll be able to find me.
For sure.
And I want to give you some props, man, just for everything that you do for the culture, for the community. That a lot of people, like, you do a lot of things that go unseen.
Oh, I appreciate it.
You know what I'm saying? And it's dope that you are getting your shine and you getting your flowers, man. But and you're still developing platforms to highlight and to show the world, man. But just props to you, brother.
Man, thank you, bro.
Sure.
Appreciate you. It's a legend in the building. Man, we appreciate y'all. We appreciate y'all tuning in to the Culture Conversations podcast. And, we're going to say Detroit to the world. What up, dog? Make sure you edit up my mess up in the end.